Tom Brady sending a congratulatory tweet out there. Remember, he's just a few behind. He tweets, "Congrats, Drew. Couldn't be more deserving. Passing Peyton in anything is an incredible achievement. Your records will be tough to beat, but it's worth trying." Brett Favre also getting in, tweeting, "Congrats to Drew Brees on an amazing achievement." And J.J. Watt getting in as well, tweeting, "Congratulations at Drew Brees," calling him an absolute legend.
So when you try to put all of this into context, Dan and Marcus, it is interesting for Drew Brees because he's not going to be satisfied with anything less than championships. So Marcus, does Drew Brees, with everything that he's accomplished, have enough around him this year to win the Super Bowl?
Absolutely, he does. When you look at, first of all, we always try to put quarterbacks in context of how much they can lift their team, devoid of talent, right? Drew Brees is not in that situation. Drew Brees is not in Russell Wilson's situation that he was in where he had to lift guys up. He's not, obviously not in Tom Brady's situation. He has a prolific pass catcher in Michael Thomas. He has a tight end who I think could be a great link in a playoff run. And we could end up saying Jared Cook was maybe the most important part of the Saints if they do get a Super Bowl done. And then you look at Alvin Kamara, who has not technically got off yet, but we know Sean Payton will have things dialed up for him. This team is primed offensively to do it. We saw him put up 40 points against one of the best defenses in the league, and you still got 9 back there. And Taysom Hill, to me, and after this, Dan, I'm going to let it go. Taysom Hill, to me, is like when we were introduced to the point forward in the NBA. Okay. It's a guy that you're trying to figure out what type of defense do we play to stop him? Where is he going to line up? Is he going to play guard this game, or will he be down on the block? He can cover all positions. That's Taysom Hill, who could be a wild card as well.
I want to take the Taysom Hill conversation a little bit, right? Because, yes, they have those pieces, Thomas and Brees. We started talking about Taysom Hill on the show last year. And kind of throughout this season, I've been a little bit frustrated, honestly, because sometimes I'm like, why are we taking Drew Brees off the field? What Sean Payton has done is kept them both on the field. And they've put Taysom Hill at quarterback sometimes, and then he throws the ball. So as a defensive coordinator, think about it. Like, Taysom Hill comes on the field. Now they're having him throw the football, run the football, and you still have guys like Michael Thomas. So as a coordinator, you're going, I have no idea what they're going to do. Now, we can stand here and talk about all of their weapons. I love talking about weapons. The thing that's going to separate this football team in comparison to a lot of teams in the league, let alone the NFC, their offensive line right now is as good as anybody in football. That matters because the San Francisco 49ers can get after the quarterback. They can match up in that way. And then defensively, no team is getting after the quarterback better than the Saints. Right. So you're looking at it and going, football is often won on that line of scrimmage. I love the weapons. They've got the offensive line, and they've got the pressure to get after quarterbacks. So, yeah, he is absolutely surrounded really well to go on a Super Bowl run.
I'm rubbing off on him.
If Tom Brady had Michael Thomas, everything's different, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The whole conversation would be different.
We're talking, here goes the Patriots again. And the Saints are set up 1 through 53 to be to certainly be the team to beat because of their history together, because of their experience. And they have a receiver that, because of the way they use Michael Thomas and move him around, it's really difficult to defend against. His Twitter handle is "Can't Guard Mike" for a reason, because you literally can't do it before the ball is ever getting snapped.
I think these next 2 weeks are huge to see who ends up with these home field advantages in these byes. Because if the Saints-Packers game is in Green Bay, I think we look at it differently than if it's in New Orleans. If the Saints-Seahawks game is in Seattle versus, and I think that's critical what happens in the next 2 weeks to set that up in terms of home field advantage.
Ask yourself this: what quarterback is playing the best? Russell Wilson's not playing as good as he was at the beginning of the year. Aaron Rodgers is not playing better than Drew Brees. You could put Jimmy Garoppolo into the conversation because he's had some moments, but no quarterback in the NFC is playing better than Drew Brees has since he's come back from his thumb. No quarterback is playing better, and that's stark difference to what it was last year at this time.
I would also say, too, if Alvin Kamara really gets going, Greeny, the whole thing's different, too, for the Saints.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app, and for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.